All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. So no Streamlab. I'm not even taking a chance.
I know.
I'm going right to
With the buffering and shaking.
I'm going right to YouTube till we fix that.
Don't you hate when you see videos and they freeze?
I don't until
you like the
until that gets fixed, I'm going straight to YouTube. I'm not even playing around anymore. So until that, really.
Don't that bother you?
No, it don't do that. It jumps. We'll be in the middle of saying something,
you know
and it'll jump from one thing to the next thing. Yeah, I hate that. But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay.
But
we just can't show shots of things that, like if a video or TikTok or something.
It is what it is.
Okay.
So we'll get that when we get the Streamlab working. Let me straighten this out. When we get the Streamlab working, we'll go back to stuff like that. But Sha'Carri Richardson.
I'm learning the name,
and
because I haven't heard from her in a while.
Okay.
So you have to refresh who she is.
If you remember, she was the American runner who was disqualified because she had marijuana in her system.
Okay.
And she said that her grandmother had just passed away.
Yeah,
so she's
helping her deal with that. Yeah. But she can't have.
But anyway, you can't have. Yeah, you can't. You can't have drugs. And then she used to be very arrogant, and she would wear that wig. She'd try to wear the different color hair, and always everybody was trying to be like FloJo.
I know,
but it was natural for FloJo.
FloJo and one of a kind.
FloJo was sweet.
Yeah.
These girls be doing that, and they act the part. They act like they all that.
And FloJo was
you ain't all that, honey.
She
just
was
relax.
A cool person.
She was nice. She was nice. Ooh. But yeah, so that's the whole thing with her. And it was a lot of attention early on, and she was young, and I don't think she knew how to handle it. A lot of times when you get really famous and you're young, you don't know how to handle that.
How long ago was it when she first came out?
Maybe 2 years ago?
So
I don't remember. But I just know that it came to her quick. She was famous really fast overnight. And I don't think she handled it well.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you remember, we talked about her a few weeks ago, and I said she took her wig off. Remember? We talked about that. It was on our show.
Oh, yeah.
She snatched her wig off and ran with her braids. And she did good.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about the hair and all that. It's about getting on there and doing what you need to do and staying focused.
Okay.
And remember, we kept saying nobody could beat those Jamaican girls. They like Usain Bolt in wigs.
Yes.
It's like he breathed.
Like Jamaica was just
dominating.
They were dominating, boy.
Nobody could beat those Jamaican girls. It was ridiculous.
I'm glad homegirl is back.
So and then they were smoking us, and they would all talk smack at the end of the thing, like, y'all Americans, y'all will never catch us.
That's all y'all got.
Usain Bolt in wigs, where no one can catch them. You might as well just relax. And I forgot that one country that sent the man sent his sister or somebody, and she was overweight. Did you see that one?
No.
She's like the one country, because countries can send who they want.
Right.
And they was thinking about finding his country because it was obvious she was not a runner. I think he just wanted. She probably asked him, could she come? And he said, yeah, you can represent us.
This?
I forgot what country. Do y'all remember what country? I think it was in Africa somewhere.
What is this?
Running. And she didn't even, I don't even think she finished. Do y'all remember that? She was heavy.
I don't remember that.
It was a joke.
Oh,
yeah. And this was recent.
Why would they?
And they was thinking he didn't really, that's not no real athlete from their country. They came to find out that was either his sister or his cousin or something.
Was it representing Jamaica?
No. This is another country.
Oh, another country.
A small country, like in Africa.
But it was a sibling to one of the people that was.
No, the president of that country.
Oh my God!
So I'm saying that people
they didn't even qualify, probably, and they were in it.
Yeah, she probably just wanted to come to America or something or whatever.
Oh my goodness!
But anyway, so a whole bunch of shenanigans. I did not know that.
That is funny.
A whole bunch of shenanigans always happens in these races. So Sha'Carri finally stayed focused, and she ran the race. Let's see what they say on here. Sha'Carri Richardson ran past a heat of the fastest sprinters in the world Monday to win the women's 100 meter at the World's Athletics Championship in Budapest. She ran from behind and passed Jamaicans Sharika Jackson and Shelly Ann Fraser Price, the defending world champion, to win with a time of 10.65 seconds. Okay. She is now the fastest woman in the world. She won the women's 100 meter, 10.65 for the championship. Richardson run from the disadvantages outside lane. She was in the outside lane.
Oh.
Catapults her back into the elite ranks of women's track. She had to work her way back from the because she started losing, if you remember, because she wasn't focused. She started losing and they would tease her.
Oh,
how you go from being the fastest to like the last person or one of the least people winning. It was a major comeback after 2 years. He was asking how long.
Okay.
2 years of disappointment. I would say never give up, Richard said after Monday's race. Never allow media, never allow outsiders, never allow anything but yourself and your fate to define who you are. I would say always fight, no matter what, fight. The race. It's not given.
Why you go so high? Maybe it is the note.
To the swift, nor to the strong. Do the runs. But to the one that endureth until the end, there will be problems. And sometimes you walk alone. But I know things will work out. Oh, yes, they will. For the good of them. For the good of them. For the good of them who loves the Lord.
All right, Chicago, represent.
Eyes. Okay, never mind. But anyway, that's what she's saying. That's what God says.
You know what?
The race is not given to the swift or the strong, but to the one that endures until the end. She said, never give up.
I wonder, other than that, never give up, what actually did motivate her?
They was teasing her and laughing at her and saying, how you go from being the fastest to the least?
I wonder what got her back in that groove where, because we knew she's a winner.
Because she knew what her purpose was. She started getting away from all that other stuff and started saying, this is my purpose. This is my goal. This is what I was set here to do. Now I'm going to do it, and it don't matter what else happens. I'm going to finish this race. And not only am I going to finish it, but I'm going to finish it strong.
And it's like she worked herself back to the level of where she was beginning when we first met her.
She said, never allow the media, never allow outsiders, and never allow anything but yourself and your fate to define who you are. You are your worst nightmare and critic.
Yeah, you are.
When somebody tells you you can't do something, that should be motivation to push you to do it. So now you're saying I can't do it? Oh, well, now I got to prove everybody wrong.
That
now.
was in that movie we saw today.
What?
When the guy, the main actor in the movie wanted to be a magician.
Oh yeah,
and he kept saying, "I can't do this," and the other actor in there was saying, "Can't we don't say can't
not in your vocabulary.
We don't say can't here in Vegas.
Exactly,
you can't." So I just thought about that because that was one of those enduring, those lessons to teach you to stay in it.
Right.
If that's really what you want to do.
And get it
done.
She's
a runner.
Get the job
So I knew she was not going to give up. She's a runner.
And it says Richardson was poised to contend in the 2021 Olympics in Tokyo, but after testing positive for marijuana, the U.S. anti-doping agency suspended her from competition for a month, which prevented her from competing in the games. Her suspension set off a debate over fairness and equal application of anti-doping tests, and a debate Richardson herself joined after initially and immediately accepting her suspension. At the time, President Joe Biden said of her suspension, "The rules are the rules." and everybody knows what the rules are going in. I told you I don't like Joe Biden. Whether they should remain the rule is a different issue. He's so stale.
He didn't have to say it like
and
that.
And then he probably failed right after he said that. He probably mad because he can't run a race.
He didn't have to say it like that, though.
He didn't have to say the rules are the rules. That's what I told you.
Yeah, he could have worded that differently.
Richardson said she took marijuana in Oregon where it was legal after learning of the death of her mother. Oh, it was her mother. The ban marked the start of 2 years in the track and field wilderness.
The rules are the rules, Biden, when it comes to your son.
Thank you. Thank you.
Biden. President
the
Biden.
The rules are the rules.
If that's the only comment you can give to encourage our race person who may have messed
and
up.
And the rules are the rules. She marijuana. Your son was a crackhead.
Thank you. And he probably embezzled some money.
And getting ready to do a plea bargain.
The rules are the rules.
Rules are the rules. If the rules are the rules, he should go to jail.
Thank you, Biden. If that's what you said about our dear, what's her name? Sha'Carri. Thank you. And she representing our country.
So see why
you could have been softer within, like how you are with your son.
Do you understand what I'm saying? The double standard,
hypocrisy,
the double standard.
The rules are the rules.
And yes, the Department of Justice is going after Trump and not Biden. Yes, it's unfair. So everybody quit saying it's not. We just don't like Trump. That's why we don't care. But yes, there is an unfairness.
Are you doing
when they grab in on somebody?
Are you doing a news update when you told me today that a Biden supporter was threatened?
Oh yeah.
That's one of your things.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know.
So back to Sha'Carri. See how you get me tanged off on them?
I didn't see the link, so I didn't know you were going to talk about.
No, I'm saying when I got off on Biden
because that would make
his crackhead son.
Right. You got me on there when you said that's what he said.
That's what he said.
The rules are the
rules. Are the rules.
But you got a son that's real shaky with some criminal activity.
So stop saying
this girl just took a sip of a smoke of marijuana.
Your son was doing crack.
Right, and her mama died.
Thank you.
So
ain't nobody died. His brother died years ago.
I just hate hypocrisy. I really do.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Comover's winning. Because people don't like that. They, even though he's a moron, he calls people out on stuff like that.
Yes.
But he's a moron. It's like the good message, but the messenger is a dummy.
Oh.
So, all right.
Messenger.
All right. Sha'Carri Richardson.
Okay. Go ahead.
But what I was saying with Sha'Carri Richardson, she stayed in there. She stayed focused.
Now, what is this beef?
Now, on Instagram, you know how people always got to make stuff a beef. Mm-hmm. As they was walking around with their, the flag showing that they won, the two Jamaican women, and Sha'Carri was in the middle as the gold medalist. The two Jamaican women won silver or whatever, bronze, whatever. Mm-hmm. So one of the Jamaican women said, I don't know if I'm saying exact words, but along the lines of America, it's been a long time since an American has won the gold or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then Sha'Carri turned to her and said, that's because of you. The social media ran with it and said that that's beef between the Jamaicans and the Americans.
How did they get beef?
They took it as, I'm gonna tell you how they took it as. Okay. They took it as the Jamaicans said, woo-hoo, it's been a long time since y'all won. In other words, y'all losers. Finally, y'all won. After how many years? Y'all finally won. Thank goodness, because we tired of taking home the gold all the time.
Winning all the time.
Right.
Y'all know.
And then Sha'Carri's response, that's because of you, made it seem like they were saying y'all dominated the whole sport and we had to, somebody had to break through. It's y'all fault that we haven't won because y'all been winning every year. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like people was blaming the Bulls. We won every single year, and people got mad at Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Why? That's just goodness.
Because you're dominating.
That's greatness.
People dominated. People get mad like you don't allow anybody else to win.
Oh, gee, like we gonna purposely lose.
So this one lady, everybody was commenting, and she said, "I don't understand how y'all saw that as negative. Yeah. When I read or heard what they said, I actually saw both sides positive."
Right.
She said she looked at it as when the Jamaican women said, "It's been a long time since the American or U.S. American has won." Mm-hmm. She took it as they were saying, "Congratulations!" Like it's been a long time since y'all have won. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. And then when Sha'Carri said, "It's because of you," they took it as she was saying, y'all are so good.
Y'all dominate.
Y'all set the bar so high that we had to break that bar and win. She said, I saw it positive. I did too. I didn't see it as negative when I heard that comment.
I didn't either.
But that tells you how social media is.
Because I'm trying to see even how we were taking it, the negative side of it. Why would she say it's because of you?
Right.
I don't get why that would be
y'all
negative.
Set the bar so high is good.
Because even if
not it's because of you from keeping me from winning, but you set the bar so high, you made me force myself to get up to that level and beat y'all.
Right.
That's how people.
Because she was disqualified before,
yes.
So she can't say every single race.
Yes.
She finally won.
Yes.
She was
disqualified. Says, congratulations. Right. Thank you. So it shows you how social media is.
They'll control the narrative of when people make comments.
They'll make something positive, negative.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at this as positive. I'm glad that she's back on track. I'm glad that she is being positive, right? Mm-hmm. Let me go right to a negative person that's getting on my nerves.
Who is it?
Another young girl that's out there who could be positive, but she's just stupid right now. And a lot of times when they're young, they stupid. They go stupid big. Like Krishan Rock.
It's like really magnified.
Like very smart girl, intelligent girl. You can see where she can go with things because she's smart and she knows stuff. But she allows people to dumb her down and allows people to make her say dumb stuff on the internet and social media. Well, Sexy Red is another one. She's a rapper. You don't know her. Mm-hmm. She has a stupid song called Pound Town. Pounding, which is, sex. Ooh. Pound Town. Okay. And then she talks about her butthole being brown and her, in the front being pink.
Why do we need to know that?
Because she's stupid.
Why do we need to know the color of your private parts?
She's done so many dumb things. She said on social media that she's caught chlamydia twice from the same person. She's talked about she don't use condoms. She's a raw dog queen. She's talked about that she is you can't even hardly say the stuff she say without getting banned. About her always having sex, like she,
So
she looking for somebody to
she
do
can't
it with.
Be on the side of feminist empowerment.
No,
women.
Well, people are making like that's what it is because people like to dumb down feminism and make it like being nasty, being sexy. Because
this is now crossed the line of being free as women.
That's not sexy to say you're a raw dog queen.
Taking back your sexuality and being strong about it.
And saying being vulgar and saying you don't use condoms because they make you smell like fish. No, it's the raw dogging that's making you smell like fish. And ain't the condom.
And you didn't got the what you call it twice. That's nothing to brag about.
Well, the last straw, even though that was already enough for me, she had her last concert and she did her sound check. Now, as a musician, y'all go out and y'all do your sound check, right? She came out in her nightgown and her house shoes and her thing on her head, bonnet. That's how she did her sound check.
Is she really that ghetto?
She's very ghetto.
Where's she from?
I don't know where Sexy Red. Y'all know where Sexy Red is from? Sexy Red recently came through with a bedroom classic, the old school nightgown. You know the one. As a result, people are cutting up online, and the Pound Town rapper let it be known that she's out of town and thugging in her gown. The rap star shows off her PJs while performing a sound check. I get cozy for real. The clip in question appears to have started making rounds on Sunday. It featured the St. Louis. I'm saying where she's from. Mm-hmm. The St. Louis bred artist hitting the stage before a show to make sure things were running smoothly. And she was wearing her shin-length white nightgown that was accompanied by her silk bonnet. It also worth noting that the audio highlights how the recorder asked Sexy Red for an autograph, which she unabashedly declined. Once the video made it onto the timeline, Sexy Red quote tweeted and added, "I be cozy for real." That's her.
You heard her music?
I don't listen to her music. I've heard it, but I don't listen to her.
Is she a good rapper?
No, she's all right. No, she's all right.
Does she have a big following?
She's not going to be around long.
Does she have a big following?
She's hot right now. Beneath the Shade Room's Instagram upload on the subject, Sexy Red humorously hopped in the comments section to declare, "I'm out of town thugging in my gown." Another user kept the remix Pound Town lyrics going as he wrote, I'm out of town in my nightgown, my bonnet pink, my house shoes brown. The jokey jokes continued on Twitter where one person called the outfit that good something gown before saying that the rapper be knowing for real. A lot of kids like Sexy Red. I think what's happening right now, the reason why they like Comb Over, the reason why they like Defiant, yeah, it's a Defiant.
That's a Defiant.
But the difference is back in the Defiant spirit, but it had intelligence behind it. This generation is a Defiant spirit, and a lot of the stuff that they're defying is common sense. So it's like you almost a dumbbell. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like in my mom in them days. Yeah, my mom in them days, Defiant was against racism, against sexism, against, you was defiant. You was like, we're going to stand ground and say that we take love, or even back in the 70s, your days, we take love, peace over and love over war.
Being defiant.
It was defiant. It was a reason behind it. It was a movement behind it. This one is
lesson to learn.
This is defiant, and you're stupid.
Yeah.
You're a moron.
It's like wearing like she just did. She's wearing her shower cap or whatever, her bonnet on stage.
You don't use condoms
and house shoes,
and you're promoting that.
And you had that
2 chlamydias.
You could say that on the
I don't know, but you're an idiot.
You had that twice. I don't get that.
And I think it's part of what you said, what the Bible said, weaker and wiser.
Yeah.
They're wiser in so many other things than we were. They know technology. They know business more than we do. They know they ain't gonna work no job for 50 years and get $2 an hour. They know how to make money. They know how to move quick. They know how to do. So there's positive things about this generation. But the Bible says they're gonna be weaker. Yeah. in common knowledge, saying stupid stuff that's just or doing dumb things, walking off mountains while you filming yourself. Hey chat, and you falling off the Sears Tower.
But the concerning thing about it is I asked you how many followers she has.
They always have millions.
People are following her going, yeah.
You know what I think a lot of these people do? I think a lot of these people follow just to find out what you're doing. A lot of people, some people follow you to the ends of the earth. And a lot of your followers, like what Doja Cat found out, she lost 500,000 followers when she said, I don't care about y'all.
She said that?
Yeah. But those wasn't really people who follow Doja. You see what I'm saying? That's probably people who was just like,
But why did she say I don't care about?
Because she's sick of fans. She says she's sick of having to live for her fans. You either like me or you don't.
Okay,
Doja's stupid too.
Here's the thing about that, and maybe she needs to.
She has a point, but not to the point. To the extreme.
Not you don't even have to say it though. Yeah. I get it, but let's just say, for sake of argument, everybody just kind of like ignores her.
She would lose it.
She would be nobody even listens to her.
She would lose it.
Watches her.
She would
makes a comment to her. She's like dead to them.
You remember when I talked about Kai giving out the whatever he was giving out, cards or whatever, downtown New York, and what happened? Ended up being a thing. That's what I'm saying. They stupid. They smart. He's smart, but he's stupid. You see what I'm saying? And they don't have adults to tell them that.
Yeah.
His mom would probably tell. His mom seems logical. And I'm sure she told him, Kai, what was you thinking?
Do that no more.
Don't do that no more. That's dumb.
And people got hurt because of that.
That's dumb.
I see he was, his heart was good.
Exactly.
What he wanted to do.
Yes.
But because it wasn't planned right and he didn't use any wisdom.
Yes.
People got hurt.
And what I see, like with Sexy Red, I've listened to them, Sha'Carri and all of them, Sexy Red and Krishan and all of them. And when I listen to them, they seem like in their heart they're good girls. They just stupid. They gotta have somebody sit them and say, don't say that. Don't do that. Don't act like that. Don't be dumb. All of y'all got kids, because Sean pregnant now. Sexy Red got a child, and also Sha'Carri. And they all bring back Christ. They all, when they mess up, they all go back crying. Running back to you. I see you standing there for me. Your arms are open wide. And I don't have to cry no more. You're standing there for me. And I am running back to you. Why should I Go. Why should I go something when I know I am no good? When I'm on my own. That's Krishan. That's Sexy Red, and that's Sha'Carri.
Keep running.
A month now, they'll be crying in the camera. Oh, Lord.
And she get the chlamydia again.
Thank you.
For the third time.
Sha'Carri, I'm going to go away for a while and stay and get into the presence of God.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I almost choked.
And Sha'Carri, the same way. And Krishan. A recent video, Sha'Carri went to church. Krishan, she went to church. And she went up on the stage and she gave the pastor all the money that was in her pocket. And it was like thousands of dollars. And she said, I was sitting there and Holy Spirit told me to do this. I felt it in my spirit. Because she said, I remember when I didn't have nothing and I wasn't famous. And I've sat in this church and you pointed me out, Pastor. And you gave me everything that was in your pocket. And that was when I was at my lowest of my low. I ain't had nothing. And I wasn't nobody. I wasn't famous. I wasn't nothing. Mm-hmm. So she said, I remember that. So that's why I'm saying that's what she did. That's what she did for him.
Okay.
And she said, God told me that. And so he said, the pastor said, y'all, I know y'all watch it. I know y'all watch Krishan. Mm-hmm. And y'all watch how she cut up. But y'all, we got to keep them praying. We got to keep praying on these little girls. Mm-hmm. They know God. They just they not walking. They not walking in their purpose yet.
Yeah.
So we have to pray that they walk in their purpose. Because they're good girls. Like I told you, Kai is good. In their heart of hearts, they good. Mm-hmm. They just stupid.
I'm trying to get an understanding of Sexy Red, though.
She's stupid. All the stuff I told you she did. Stupid.
I'm thinking the grace of God allows so much stupidity, but after a while, God is like, you know what? And he would have to be the one to say, you know what?
God has to be the one to whoop him.
I'm tired of your foolishness now, because you too much is given, too much is required.
I said I would forgive you 70 times 7, but you also got to reap what you sow.
Right.
Whatever seeds that you plant,
seeds.
you got to reap those seeds.
Oh, but God, I don't.
And I forgive you. I love you. You remember? I won't say the name, but remember, we know somebody who's when they was little, their father was whipping them, and they said, "I love you, Daddy. I love you." And he said, I love you too, son. I love you too, son. While he was whipping him up and down the stairs. I love you too, son. Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful all the things you've said and the seeds that you planted, the words that you put out there.
Yep.
If you're not speaking life to a lot of things and causing, chaos and confusion and death, it's going to come back to you.
And you telling these young kids, you a raw dog queen. And you don't use condoms. That's not a good example to set for these kids.
It's not.
So you're gonna have to reap that, Sexy Red.
Yeah.
And I know you believe in God, so you're gonna reap that. You're gonna reap what you said. You're gonna need to come out stronger and say something opposite of that.
Right.
So Wendy says, hey. Catilia says, hi ladies, hi mama.
Hi.
Kim too funny. Hey chat. That's how they do. Hey chat. Walking in the middle of the street getting hit by a car. Hey chat.
Okay.
Catilia says he had good intentions with no planning. That's how this generation is. Catilia says God has loose leash until he has to yank it back. That's going to be a wake up moment. That's what you said when we walked our dog, Marco. We gave him a loose leash, and that was our fault. Mm-hmm. We let him. He was just going all willy. We had those leashes where he just pulled
half a mile in front of us,
and he'd be way out there. And then
until we walk up to him. And then go walking with us again.
But then one time he started to go out in the street and he had a loose leash.
And we were too far to pull him.
Hoping nobody hit him. Mm-hmm. See?
Yeah.
So a lot of times you can have a loose leash, but don't be smart. There was one lady who had a what was TikTok. They were showing people walking their dogs with the leash and drop the leash and see what the dog. I guess you got to know what kind of dog you got, because our dog would have ran from me over to.
I don't think would have noticed.
Well, the one lady was walking her German Shepherd and she dropped the leash. And then after a while, he turned around like, he looked like, what are you doing? And he stood like, you're supposed to have my leash.
So you can train a dog.
That's how I am with God.
Train an animal.
I know that he could allow us the loose leash. A lot of times I don't want it. Because just keep me close to God.
And something may clip that leash and you may.
Thank you. Keep me close. Is there a song, Keep Me Close? I'm sure it's a song about staying close to God or be close to him. I don't want to be far. I want to be close and right there on them.
Okay.
Oh, what's her name? Tamla Main.
What's hers?
The Throne. Take me to the King.
Oh, that's different though.
I don't have much to do. No, it's my offering. Lay me at the throne. I don't want a long leash. Okay. I want to be right there.
Oh, Lord. Okay. You want this protection.
To gaze upon your glory and sing to you this song. Okay. Thank you.
I wouldn't have thought of that song. But
well, a long leash, you can't glaze on him. You walking right next to him, you can look up like this. We doing good, ain't
I think of the long. I don't want to say leash because I don't think that control kind of thing. So we're using that analogy,
right?
I think of the leash. If you're using that analogy, is he allows the freedom, right? You make a decision how far you want to go from him. He doesn't force us. You
decide how far you want to run away. You want to run around the block?
You gotta stay close to you.
You want to run around the block where you ain't in sight. Or you want to keep him in sight? Or do you want to be right next to him, walking right next to him? Now, walking next to him, there comes a price too. Because remember, if you walking right next to him, the devil gonna be mad. So he's gonna be hitting you with everything. But you right next to him. See what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Our goal is to always want to draw closer to him now for his protection and continue to love him even more and more.
Okay, Rihanna.
So we'll be praying, and I guess you said all this to say is pray for these women.
Pray for Krishan Ross, Sha'Carri.
Because if that's her testimony, that's not a clean one.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Who you slept with,
how
many diseases you've had. That's not a good testimony to speak on.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
But she way out there, Sexy Red.
Okay.
But Rihanna and A$AP Rocky secretly welcomed their second child.
You knew it was coming.
Well, she was pregnant. According to a report on TMZ, that published Monday, the couple secretly welcomed their new baby into the world earlier this month. So it was earlier this month.
Wow.
There aren't a lot of details available about the child, but the outlet reports that Rihanna gave birth on August 3rd. The outlet also says it's a boy. So she got two boys now. And his name begins with R. This means baby Rizza is officially a big brother. There's no word on the child's condition, but we're assuming the baby was delivered safely. Rihanna and Rocky had been in Barbados for weeks before their new baby was born. The Grammy Award-winning artist recently posted a photo of their time in her home country. The image shows A$AP mob boss tossing their first child, Rizza, into the air while they were swimming in the ocean. My Bayesian boys, Rihanna wrote the caption. The Lift Me Up singer confirmed her Lift Me Up. I hate that song. Let me down.
Okay.
Da, na, na, da, na, na, da, na, na.
It'd be nice if you knew the words.
Do you know it?
No.
Da, na, 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 lift me up.
Okay.
All right. And every time you think of that, you think of Chadwick Boseman. She confirmed her second pregnancy during her long-awaited Super Bowl, remember? When she showed she was pregnant while she was singing. Since then, her baby bump was prominently being on display during every major event. Her performance at the Oscars and her stunning appearance at the Met Gala. The last time fans saw Rihanna's baby bump was when she appeared on billboards for Pharrell Williams' debut collection at the Louis Vuitton as the man's creative director. Congratulations, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Now, I told you people was clowning her baby, saying her baby wasn't
funny
cute.
Looking or something.
I thought he was cute, but he do look like her and A$AP. And both of them have big heads. So you know that baby didn't have a chance.
His hair way back here.
That baby didn't have a chance. But you can be a big head baby and still be cute.
Marlon Wayans said you don't have a forehead, you got a
6'5" head.
Something. He had another higher number. Oh God, forehead.
Rihanna's baby didn't have a chance because A$AP has a big head and she has a big forehead. Okay. So that child, both of them, I'm sure the new boy got a big head.
Okay.
But they still cute.
Cute, even babies, even if they're funny looking, or it may look like even an animal. Some babies look like animals.
I've seen some ugly babies.
You don't
say ugly baby. You just say, "Oh, that's a baby. Look at that baby.
A little baby."
This is how you know you got an ugly baby. if nobody ever says cute. If everybody just says, oh, ain't he a little baby? Ain't he a little baby?
Or what if they say, oh, he looks just like you. Oh, he looks just like his daddy. That's still saying that they can be saying ugly.
If you know that the daddy is not good looking and he said he looked like his dad, but then no, the baby can sometimes look like the dad. The dad could be ugly and the baby's still cute. I've seen babies that look like the ugly parent and the baby is still cute.
And we've seen some babies and kids, even now grown, look like their dad or their mom.
Yeah.
And they got those features and they're not cute.
And some people look like they spit their kids out.
They didn't have a touch of the other parent. And the other parent looks good. What's going on with life?
I've seen 2 good-looking people with an ugly baby.
Yes.
I've seen 2 ugly people with a good-looking baby. You don't know what you're going to end up with.
Wow. But just love them.
But if somebody come up to you and say, oh, that's a baby.
Look at
the little baby.
Oh, when was he born? How old is he?
Chances are your child is not good looking. At least to them, he's not.
That's funny.
Maybe the other
people. Have people all nervous now when people say it. They're going to be saying,
what
Kim said. Remember what Kim said?
Look at the little baby.
You don't think my baby cute? Why you not saying anything else about his looks? Well,
when a baby is cute, we say he's cute.
Right.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Look at that.
That's an angel.
That face. Well, she can give descriptions and still be an ugly baby.
Like what?
Look at those fat cheeks.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, look at her eyes. Oh my God.
Or if that's all they have is pretty eyes. Look at those pretty eyes.
Ugh. Ain't nothing like
I always used to tell people, because I used to crack on that all the time.
You cracked on that? Well, can I say this? Our grandmother.
Yeah, my grandmother.
You saw her baby picture. Even if she even said it to grandma, she said,
my grandmother showed us a picture of her. I said, "Who is that ugly baby?" And who is that ugly?
Buggy little.
And she laughed. That's me, Kim. I said, "God, you came out better looking." Grandma, you
was the only baby.
She said she's the only black baby with a buggy.
With a buggy like that. She said, "Grandma, who's this ugly?"
I said, "You needed that buggy."
That is so wrong.
Grandma was an ugly baby.
You gotta love your grandchild when you say that. You okay with them cracking on you? Oh my God.
She was an ugly baby.
It was a cute little buggy she was in though. Mm-mm. She said, "Kim, you a mess."
Cause she's not ugly later on, but that baby picture, you was ugly, Grandma. I'm sorry.
Funny.
People used to talk about me saying, you gonna have, if you ever had kids, they're gonna be ugly. I said, but they'll be sharp.
They'll be a sharp, ugly boy.
I'll tell you one thing.
They'll have his little tie on and his little
He'll be ugly, but he'll be the sharpest dressed kid in class.
Saying that. I don't care how ugly he is, he's gonna be sharp dresser.
And he'll be funny, and everybody will like him, and all the girls will want him.
You saw Kim's little boy. He is so funny. I love him. But he's not that cute.
It don't matter. He's sharply dressed, he's clean cut, and he's funny. And everybody likes him. He's a cool kid.
Cool kid.
Ugly cool kid, but he's cool.
He's cool.
Thank you. Well, your child is good looking and nobody wants to talk to him. Yeah. People used to say that. You're going to have an ugly baby because you don't talk about
on other people.
I don't care.
Oh, well.
Okay. Katina says, take me to the king. Oh, Tamala Maine. She has a beautiful voice. Wendy says, wow, he's adorable. Oh, he's adorable. Oh, cool. No, you say he's adorable. Oh. He's adorable.
Yeah, that adorable is still too close. Be not cute. But yeah, you do make up other
I say all that
words.
To say people kept saying Rihanna's son was ugly, and I don't think that he was ugly.
Okay,
I think he looks like her and him. They're not ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't think Beyonce's kids is ugly, but people say that because they look like Jay-Z.
Yeah, that.
But she saved them. Beyonce to me saved them. They look like her too.
But there's families where they're not saved, and that's what we were trying to figure out, because we know families where the mom or the dad had a very strong feature look,
right?
And they was not the cutest.
And that's the other thing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's what we think. Somebody else looking at somebody and think they're absolutely gorgeous.
That's true.
You can't make a blanket statement on what's good looking and what's ugly, because different people have different. There's men who you say you think is good looking, and I think they're ugly.
But what if it's
that guy on that lawyer show?
There's something about him. I'm not saying he's fine or anything. A lot of people don't like him.
He has a bubble head.
Yeah, the one that was on
what was that?
It was
The Practice.
Was the Practice? He was on The Practice, and he
I don't remember.
He was on The Practice as a lawyer, and he was also on Tyler Perry's
Why Did I Get Married?
No, Diary.
The Diary of a Mad Woman.
There's something about him.
He has a bubble head, and he's not good looking to me. Yeah, no.
But what the consensus is, most people don't think they're nice looking. So it's like if a lot of people chime in, and you're almost doing a survey.
But that still is our perception because we've been programmed to think English look, or British, whatever look is what is good looking.
Yeah.
We programmed to think like that. Whereas in another country, a skinny nose or little lips, they may be like, that's ugly. I don't like that. That's not good looking to me.
Because people had asked when since we're on that subject, when Cicely Tyson had married Miles.
I think Miles Davis is ugly.
A lot of people were like, Cicely, why you marry him? He wasn't nice looking. But hey, he was beauty to her before he passed.
Cotillia says sometimes a baby can start off ugly and become beautiful. Yeah, that's what I said. My grandmother was an ugly baby. I'm sorry. And I heard her feel. I didn't hear her feel. She laughed.
No, she laughed.
Because I didn't know that was her when she showed the picture.
Exactly.
And she showed the picture. I said, who is this ugly baby? And she laughed. She said, that's
me, Kim.
Ooh.
That's me.
And this was back, it had to be, let me see, if this was when she was a baby, it had to be the 1915.
My mom's mom was
maybe 1912, 13.
My mom's mom was born in 1912.
1912. She sleep.
What year was grandma born? 1917.
So this had to be like 1917.
Around that time.
She said I was the only black baby with a buggy. I said you was the only ugly baby with a buggy.
That's just wrong.
I said you had to have that buggy.
Yeah.
Grandma Pan, yeah.
No, I'm talking about your mom to give us an idea.
Yeah.
Around 1900, early 1900s.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank God she grew out of that. I said, Grandma, thank God you grew out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, Cotillia. You can. My grandmother is an example of that.
And most of the time, as kids, we go through ugly stages, like the snag-a-tooth stage.
Everybody has gone through an ugly stage.
You just look ugly. You got bumps all on your face.
Everybody has gone through. I went through an ugly stage. We all go through ugly stages.
We have that moment.
And again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Mm-hmm. It's whoever's looking at you is the person that determines whether you're good looking or not. Okay. All right. Wendy says, no, adorable is a high compliment for me. And Cotillia says
that's the highest compliment you can give an ugly baby.
And Cotillia says, Kim, you're not right. Y'all funny. All right, y'all. So that's the end of them. Wedding bells. Marcus Jordan suggests that he and Larsa Pippen are looking for a location to get married. So Michael Jordan's son is marrying Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Didn't you say Michael Jordan threw shade?
Well, they said he was joking.
Oh.
They said he approves of it, but he was joking.
You don't joke about nothing like that, especially when you don't say nothing that much.
Larsa Pippen might be walking down the aisle again. At least that's what her man Marcus Jordan implied when the press asked about wedding bells on Wednesday, August 17th. TMZ caught up with the couple as they exited West Hollywood, California restaurant. As Larsa and Marcus made their way to a black truck, an off-camera Pap asked Jordan, what's the possibility of a marriage happening between you and Larsa? With a wide grin, he shouted back, we're looking for a location, and repeated it a second time. The Pap followed up with, do you guys have a date? Though Jordan didn't specify how soon they plan to tie the knot, he did say a wedding date is in the works. So that sounds to me like they're getting married.
How much older is she to him?
It's worth noting that Marcus Jordan was cheesing during both questions at this time. Let me see if it says. Pippen remained quiet for the better part of the 40-second clip. That's Larsa. When the Pap asked the second question, Larsa was snuggled in the car. When asked about wedding dress, she dubbed the question, just saying, bye, babe, seemingly at the guest. Lucky for Larsa, this isn't Jordan's first time hinting that he wants to make her his wife. His wedding date and location revelations come a little over a month after he revealed that they're in a more serious phase. I don't know. I know she's way older than him.
Like over 10?
Like Michael Jordan, her dad's up there. Ooh. She was married. Remember, she was married to Scottie Pippen.
That's true.
That was it.
Okay.
And then they go on and talk about Michael Jordan when he said he no or something about him being happy about
right. He very rarely makes a comment. So people were all on him when he made. They felt that he was throwing shade, right?
She said there's no public word from Michael on his son's comments about marrying Larsa. However, the Real Housewives of Miami star later revealed on their podcast that her future father-in-law's comments were funny. Instead, she admitted to feeling kind of embarrassed, while Marcus Jordan thought it was funny. They said his dad was being funny.
So she's been on a Housewife.
She's been on the Housewives of that
franchise.
Yeah.
They crack me up when they do Housewives. Some of these women that are on these Housewives of whatever city, some of them don't even be married too.
He said his dad was joking. He said, we obviously talked to both our parents and we had their approval. I think he was making a joke and it got blown out of proportion. If you don't know who my dad is at his core, then it could be taken the wrong way, he said. The only thing we know about your dad is he wins championships. That's all we know.
And he remarried and he has kids from this next second wife.
Michael Jordan don't talk about nothing else.
Nothing. We very rarely hear him do a interview aside from sports.
Unless he's talking about golf. Michael Jordan talks about nothing
baseball
else. That's it. Mm-hmm. Even in the movie that they just had,
mm-hmm. He was quiet.
He was quiet in that movie. And his
like
mom
the back
did
of the
all
guy.
talking. So that might be his personality.
He don't talk much.
He don't talk much.
Interviews. So that's why I was surprised when he supposedly made that comment about her and his son together, or Pippen's ex,
right,
with his son.
Yeah,
you know you're gonna throw shade somewhere,
right?
Because Pippen is not all good with him either,
right?
So my son is marrying a guy I'm not really 100% good with,
right?
Ex,
yeah. So
okay,
so that's get ready for wedding bells. I'm sure Scottie Pippen, he shoot the roof. Mm-hmm. He's so mad. He not hiding his feelings.
And they both gonna be at the wedding.
No, I'm sure Pippen ain't going. Why would he come? That's her ex-husband.
Oh, that's right. He may not be there. Yeah,
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
And that's another thing. It's Michael Jordan. That's another stab at Scottie Pippen. It don't hurt Michael Jordan. It hurts Scottie Pippen. Not only do you hate me, but now my son is marrying your ex-wife and gonna be to your kids' stepdaddy. So where I'm in your life for everybody. That makes Michael Jordan is more stab at Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen is a moron.
Scottie could say
he made everybody think he liked Michael Jordan. Yeah. We all thought he liked Michael Jordan.
I thought that they were a really good team member.
You old faker.
The number of years they won the season, the whole team. I thought that they were the good three that gelled.
He's a faker.
So
he made us in Chicago think he actually liked Michael Jordan. And then years later, he said he never liked him. And Michael Jordan said, I didn't know that. He never acted like that with me. Like he's a faker.
A Brutus stabbing.
He's a Brutus. And he's an ugly Brutus too. We're talking about ugly. Scottie Pippen is ugly.
Funny head shape.
He looks like a snake.
He's probably saying that he has my leftovers. His son has my leftovers.
So maybe that is Michael Jordan's way of sticking it to him again. I'm gonna stick it to you again.
But it's funny how he's marrying his ex. I told my sister, I said they usually stay in the same circle.
Yeah.
When you see a lot of these entertainers and athletes and all of that marrying one another.
Larsa done dated everybody.
So they're in the same circle.
Yeah.
To meet
and
others.
She done dated everybody. She's a friend to Kim Kardashian.
Oh, okay.
Wendy says, no, Lenore, that is not what I meant. At all I do is not see what you see. I guess that's what she's saying.
Oh, with that highest compliment?
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. Did you know that there was that some kids at Howard University got jumped on? Did you hear about this story?
Were they black kids?
After a violent Howard University fight club video, HBCU strengthens campus security. there were regular guys walking on campus, and they were jumped by a gang. It said Howard University had a parent and student town hall meeting on August 15th to address safety concerns after a vicious melee broke out near the HBCU's residence halls on August 13th. On Tuesday, Dr. Anthony, whatever his name is, chief academic officer, as well as Howard University Police Chief, announced that their layered safety plan following Sunday brawl near the Howard Plaza Towers, which left several people injured and at least one student stabbed. Video footage of the Mesa melee. Why do you keep saying melee? Just say what it is. You don't have to say other words. What the incident of fighting?
Okay, the brawl,
the
beat down.
Shared, because I can't say the word. Shared to social media. Somebody said in one comment, "You read like a fifth grader." So what? And I'm here.
You excuse yourself when you say that.
I already said I can't read.
Up the word. Who knows?
And
if we telling you we can't read, then shut up.
So leave me alone.
God, I hate when you already tell. This disclaimer.
Right.
I read well. You can't read well. Didn't I just say that's the disclaimer?
Yeah, thank you. Gosh. Share to social. You're fat. No kidding. The whole show we talk about being fat. So your big brain comment is to say you're fat.
Fat. You got gaps in your teeth. What's that hair on your chin?
All right. Anyway.
Whatever.
I hate social media.
Just keep it moving. Go to the next clip and crack on them.
Your thing. You need to get a better camera. They talk every time about getting a better camera.
Or my hair. What's on top of her head? What's she wearing on her head? I'm like, so what? Listen to what I gotta say, not how I look.
I understand if people never said it. Even then, I don't like people saying stuff. But if somebody says it over and over again, you think, or somebody will say something on one of the jokes.
Maybe they're new with the show.
No, or somebody will say something on one of the jokes, and then it'll be 100 other comments saying the same. Oh, you have a booger in your nose. Okay.
Well, they don't see everybody else's chat.
So you don't look at the thing before you make a comment?
No. Some people don't. They going through there real quick. That comment could have been said 500 times.
So 500 people saying you have a booger in your nose.
No one's going to catch
you. Don't think after, I'll even give you 100. I did miss. But 500.
Because I've heard other YouTubers in their show, they'll say, oh, shut up. Somebody already said that. Or all of y'all been saying that, or they'll make a comment like, "Why all of y'all got to keep saying that?" That makes you that lets you know they're not looking at other people's comments; they're typing their own. Remember?
Or they'll make a comment off of the thumbnail or what you said. You didn't even look at the video, you big dummy. So, like this video, U.S. and Jamaica has beef. Sure enough, somebody's gonna make a comment. Why do you think that the United States? Why can't she just have won the race and be positive? You big dummy! If you would have listened to the video, I said that.
Well, you know they're not coming in to listen at that time either. So the topic, the cover story, may be long talked about, and they're just talking about that cover story. 2 hours later, you know. So I
can't stand.
I'm trying to see the innocence.
I wish there was a way to reach through the screen and smack people,
or shock them. When the moment they start to, before they do send, their finger gets shocked. Don't send it. Ooh, I can't send them nothing. I keep getting shocked.
Big dummy. All right. Okay. Anyway, whatever. Massive melee. Is it melee or melee?
Just say fight.
Fight shared on social media captured a group of 20 to 50 young people kicking and punching and stomping one another near the Howard Plaza Towers, 2 student dorms located on the university campus. It was a lot of kids. On Tuesday, this is Howard University campus.
How many of those were students?
They said that it was only a few students. They got jumped by a large group of kids. And they said this is a fight club. It's a gang. It's a fancy way of saying they got jumped. They got jumped by a gang. And one of the kids got stabbed.
Oh my goodness.
The brawl lasted around 2.5 minutes and left multiple students injured, according to Laos. So far, the MPD has arrested one juvenile who had a handgun during the vicious altercation. Now, I wanted to talk about this because I went to DePaul University, and we were a city campus as well.
In the midst of Chicago.
When I went to DePaul University, it was not closed off. It was like Howard.
Any knucklehead can come on.
It was like Howard. And we had bums and everybody coming walking on our campus because it wasn't closed off. And you be late at night coming from late night class and stuff. You might as well be walking in the city of Chicago.
Right, downtown somewhere.
As a young
south side, on the west side, yeah.
It wasn't safe.
Right.
And now when you go by DePaul University, they put fenced in the campus.
Oh, really?
So even though it's in the city, it's still fenced in. You can't just drive through there and do all of that. Why didn't Howard do that a long time ago?
Maybe they never had this happen.
So now they're getting ready to do it.
So now they got to really protect the students from the outside.
It says Laos, who called the incident disgusting and disturbing, has launched an internal and external investigation into the fight. Howard plans to install more than 1,000 cameras across campus following Sunday's incident. Card readers will also be installed across campus to control access to certain buildings. Why wouldn't they have that before? Why would you not have that in your buildings before?
They didn't have this problem. And why are they now having this problem? What has changed?
The society.
My goodness. But you know what? The one thing that concerns me, even with cameras, we've had so many incidents in the Chicago area with bank robberies, carjackings. Those cameras don't really do anything.
No. It says students will also be supplied with emergency device that can use to call for help. Yeah. They said the students were yelling for help, but there was no police or nobody around to come help them. Washington, D.C. is having a tough time right now. There are too many guns on the streets and too many juveniles that are conducting violent crimes. That's what he's saying. Students speak out. During the interview with NBC Washington, 2 Howard students involved in Sunday's attack painted a harrowing picture of the vicious fight. One victim told the outlet that he was prepared to die when the group attacked him and his friends. When I was on the ground getting stumped out, I just stopped feeling the pain, he said at one point. Can you imagine 50 kids jumping on you and stomping you down into the ground?
I'm just trying to figure out, aside from the craziness that's been going on recently in the world, what would make them go and attack the Howard students?
He said another student claimed that the feisty group immediately began kicking and punching him and his classmates. He said, we were getting jumped. Sadly, both victims alleged that campus security failed to render aid to the student who was stabbed during the chaotic brawl. He got stabbed in the back and got just beat on by 30 people. One of the victims told NBC Washington it was just him by himself, and security looked at him on the ground, watched his body go limp, and just walked away. Didn't call anybody and didn't do anything. At Tuesday's town hall, Lau said he took swift action to remove those security officers in question after gathering information from the students. There was enough evidence from what I heard where I removed a lieutenant from their position and suspension pending investigation. A third-party contractor that the university hired to secure the student housing area was also released from their position. What, they just stood there and watched?
What is the purpose of them being a security?
They didn't want to get jumped.
You get better assistance from a drone.
They didn't want to get jumped.
Flying in.
They saw them boys getting jumped and they didn't want to get jumped because it was 30, 40 kids. They was like, I can't do nothing with that. You could at least call the police, ran something.
Because they don't carry guns, do they?
No. Now they say they got one security guard who's going to have a gun.
Yeah.
No Howard students were involved in the incident, according to the university president, where they was starting a fight. So, parents at Howard University, their kids, they was mad about this. So hopefully they beef up security. They said they beefed up security.
Our vice president went to Howard.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with people?
Catilia says, you both are funny. She laughing hysterically. Kim needs a punch button for dumb comments. Thank you. I need something that says, you big dummy.
Or I could press something and it shocks them.
Yeah.
Don't even send it.
Okay.
That's sad with Howard.
Let's see what time it is.
You said when you were in Chicago, other than DePaul, there was other schools near Hyde Park. Kids were being jumped and attacked, and violated. Lord have mercy.
Beating up on students because you stupid and you can't go to college.
Jealous, just want to bother somebody.
Now you wanted to know who Charlamagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yes, ma'am.
Every day you want to know who is Charlamagne the God's donkey of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Florida, because they say all the dumb stuff happens in Florida, there was a Florida brawl at a chicken wing restaurant, which triggered after 5 women clogged the toilet.
They got mad at these ladies for clogging the toilet.
Okay. According to what it says, 5 women intentionally clogged the toilet inside a Florida chicken wing restaurant over the weekend, igniting a brawl between the group and the employees. The incident began around 9 p.m. Saturday at Papa B's in Longwood, a suburb of Orlando. A supervisor told the authorities as women stuffed a restroom toilet with wads of toilet paper. The women were blamed because they were the only customers inside the restaurant. An employee who cleaned the bathroom. However, one of the women, Hartford police man, that's something else. An employee cleaned the bathroom. However, one of the women went inside the bathroom afterward, and the toilet was stuffed with toilet paper again, according to the arrest. The restaurant supervisor then told the women they needed to leave since it was almost closing time. The supervisor then found out that the toilet was clogged again, and the group of women became irate and began yelling. When they were told to leave, one of the women punched the supervisor in the face, and the other women joined, kicking, punching, again, jumping on her, pulling the hair, throwing things, authorities said. The supervisor sustained a cut behind her ear, and bruises on her leg and arm. When another employee rushed to aid the supervisor, one of the women allegedly slapped her and began to throw chairs. The fight was eventually broken up by other store employees. As the women fled, they allegedly knocked over chairs and threw salt and pepper shakers. They were detained by responding police officers. Of course, they were 18, 19, 24, 26.
There was a 26-year-old. That's almost 30.
And 20. They're all charged with disorderly conduct, battery, and criminal mischief.
24 and 26,
now,
the oldest.
The way that Charlamagne told the story was that somebody went in there and did number 2. And he said,
they used too much tissue.
I'm just paraphrasing him. She's disgusting. Because not only did she do number 2 and clog the toilet, but she left the poop in the toilet. So somebody got to clean that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're there, the restaurant is getting ready to close. If somebody just cleaned it, the restaurant getting ready to close, right? Mm-hmm. So you go in there, you say, okay, well, they the last ones here. Let me go in and finish. Let me clean the toilet up. Then they the only ones in the restaurant. And then you go back in there a little bit later and it's all clogged up and there's boo-boo everywhere. Mm-hmm. That means one of y'all nasty wenches at that table did it.
But even if they did it.
Well, let me tell you. Jess Hilarious was on there today. She said all of them get donkey of the day. She kind of probably saying what you saying because you keep coming in. You making excuses for the toilet being clogged. Hold on.
So what you gonna do?
Well, hold on.
Go clean it.
So
they're a customer.
Well, first of all, Charlamagne said what is it when they say the person who say something is the one that did
initiated it?
No, if you say come to the table and say one of y'all clogged up the toilet, the person who gets the maddest is the one who did it. So he said the one that jumped up and slapped her is probably the one that did.
That probably did.
And you embarrassed her by coming over there and saying
y'all stopped up
the toilet. Mm-hmm. And you embarrassed her in front of all her friends because now they know she a nasty skank. Aww. So now you could at least, you stopped up that toilet, reach in there with some toilet paper and get that out. It was clean when you went in there.
I'm telling you now, the way atmosphere is and environments are, those 4 or 5 women, I would have ignored them and just told the boss, I think these ladies stopped at the washroom. So
no, this was a supervisor.
A supervisor.
That was the one they beat up. They told the supervisor.
Who told the supervisor?
The employee who went in there. And the supervisor came over to the table.
The point I'm trying to make is don't say nothing to those girls.
They get them.
They look like a gang. waiting for you to say something.
Just hilarious.
Let's just go clean it up, and I'll let the ladies know we're about to close.
Just hilarious said, I agree that was nasty what that person did, but I bet you when she came over there and she wasn't nice when she said it, and I bet you they was embarrassed, and it was like, don't come over here talking to us like that, because she said, I bet you anything she came over there and said, y'all gotta go, get out of here. One of y'all stopped up this toilet, and that's disgusting.
One scripture that I was reading, I got an understanding. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Use wisdom. Don't say nothing to the ladies, because you know that they may escalate to something. And ladies, we're about to close. I got some free biscuits if you guys want some.
I ain't giving them no biscuits. That's how they clogged up the toilet in the first place.
The girls will go.
You don't need no biscuits.
No. Hey, thank
you.
You
done for eating
thank
tonight.
you. Okay, we out of here. No fights. No beatings, no now, stabbings.
This is
and
what
you and the other workers go in there and just
this
clean
is
up
what
the
I
poop.
would have said. Thank you. First of all, I wouldn't have said anything. I do agree with Jess. If I'm not making you clean it up, what am I saying anything for?
Right. Why am I bothering you and getting you mad?
Because I want to embarrass you.
You see?
That's what Jess was saying.
See?
You want to embarrass them at the table.
So who's the donkey?
She said he changed his mind. When he started, he gave it to the person who clogged up the toilet. And Jess said, I think the supervisor should get it too.
The donkey.
Because her intent was to embarrass whoever that was. And if it's not to get them to clean it up, why are you saying anything?
I bet you, because I've been to restaurants where my own family member stopped it up.
Wait a minute, what?
We went to a gas station, and we had messed the washroom up.
Oh,
we came out and we told the manager.
Who is we?
I don't want to give our family members away.
What did it start with?
It was grandma.
I'm done.
Grandma had, I don't know what was going on with her. She messed up their washroom.
So done.
We had to tell
I talk
them.
about the other grandmother on my father's side, and now you talking about our grandmother. We going to hell.
Manager.
You know what? Both of our grandmothers are in heaven. We going to hell because we talked about both of them tonight on this show.
We did what we could. It was
I called my other grandma ugly, and you just said grandma stopped up the bathroom.
It was a gas station washroom. It was 3 stalls, and the senior, the handicapped one. And she stopped it up, and we couldn't unclog it, and it overflowed. But
you told them no.
Yes. So in that situation with those girls sitting there, I don't know, those girls from Adam, I don't even need to say none of them.
I clogged up a toilet, but not left it disgusting.
Because I know they probably did it, but then again, if they're not on trial, who's to say they did it? It could have been someone before them.
No. They cleaned the washroom. The employees.
And those girls came.
They were the only ones left in the restaurant.
And it messed up again.
And then before the restaurant was closing, they went back in and it was clogged. But this is what Charmin, it was not only clogged, it was disgusting. It was poop everywhere.
Yeah, number 2. And number 2, with a lot of tissue, will clog it up. But like whoever was saying, those girls can't do nothing. Why would you fuss at them and embarrass them and be mad at them and crack on them and throw shade at them? They're not going to clean it up.
Would you tell somebody if you clogged their toilet at their house?
Yes.
I think you should.
Yes, I would.
What if it's at a party?
Yes.
And they don't know it's you?
It depends. Yes. I'm that honest, and I'll just take the blunt of the jokes.
Girl, I would say it's something wrong with your toilet.
Come. Your toilet overrunning. Oh, yes. I will say something. Now, the only time I probably wouldn't say anything is at an airport.
No, I'm not saying nothing at no airport.
I ain't gonna go find it. Unless the cleaning person is there.
And those toilets are so strong. You
don't.
You're doing too much if you mess up an airport toilet.
Yeah, that's true. I like quick flushing toilets. I don't like when you got to hear the noise as the water comes back up and then you flush again. Because some people do courtesy flushes.
I think the manager was
They
mad.
should have did a courtesy flush without toilet paper. Flush that down first.
I think what made the manager mad is they didn't say nothing.
I think that manager probably did not use wisdom.
Well, just hilarious.
And you said it was 4 black women?
It was 5.
5 black girls.
And they destroyed the restaurant.
That can be a gang.
That is a gang.
I ain't going to no gang, nobody, and say nothing. What?
Wendy said, oh, wait a minute, y'all did. Let me sew back up. Some people are just nasty, Catilia says. Happen to, or let me go back up. Y'all went way. Let me go back up. Hold on. I don't understand why security isn't okay. We're going back. Okay, Howard. Catilia says, I don't understand why security isn't a norm on school campuses and schools in general. Why does something have to happen in order for security to be implemented? I agree. And then she says, some people are just nasty with the boo-boo thing. Wendy says, I would be embarrassed to do that. Catilia says, exactly, Lenore. Better to say nothing. You may get a beat down if you do. And yes, Lenore, a soft answer can be life-saving. Double donkey award for today. Lenore just gave up grandma. She said, yes, I would. Kim says you are doing too much. If you mess up an airport washroom, you got other problems.
But somebody's house, I may, like you're saying, the party thing, if it's a house party.
I'm not saying nothing. Unless it overflow, I'll say something.
Yeah.
But if I go in and it's a party, everybody using the washroom, and your toilet was messed up before I got there, and I flush and it don't go down or nothing, I'm not saying nothing.
Well, recently.
Sorry, y'all gonna have to talk about me. Recently, but not overflowing and stuff. That's different.
It didn't overflow, but it was stopped up. And my mom was trying to work it to flush it. And my mom's handicapped. So I'm like, you cleaned up and then whatever, get your clothes on, get on your scooter.
We out.
I'll let them know. We out of here.
I don't let them know.
Don't try to fix it.
No.
Because she was in there a long time.
Yeah,
so they knew it was her.
No, I'm not fixing it. Well, and they should know it's her. You in there a long time.
Leaving without saying something.
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay. But yeah, the donkey of the day for me, for this story, is the supervisor.
You had your cancer story.
What is that?
When we was in New York.
Oh. But it wasn't stopped at the toilet though.
No, but we shut the whole washroom down.
Oh, my incident at the restaurant's washroom. My sister had to shut the washroom down. Because at the time,
she had one of them bags,
the ostomy bag, where you wear the bag on your stomach, and that's how you do your releasing. The bag got loose. I must have pulled my shirt up real quick, and the bag flew across the washroom, and everywhere. It was poop everywhere. I felt so bad.
Now somebody had to clean that up.
I did. We did. You shut the washroom.
No, that lady came in.
The lady came in to help because you told her what had happened. But I cleaned the stall area. Kim, give me some paper towels. I kept telling you to give me paper towels.
And people was trying to come in, and I told them to get out.
Nope. We closed down right now, man.
And they was like, I said, my sister had an incident, and you can't come in here.
Yeah, and I made sure I cleaned up every area that I could, because I wouldn't leave it like that. That's just wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Some people would. But then we still said something, because they got to go in and clean that washroom.
Yeah, we had a person come and clean just to make sure, using Clorox and all of that. But yeah, my little bag flew off. I was so embarrassed. I had to have my other sister was in the stall next to me. Thank God she was in there, because I didn't bring no bag or nothing. I said, hey, someone's sister, can you go tell Kim to come in here?
Lenore was crying.
My bag. I was really.
I had to calm her down first.
Oh my God.
I was like, just calm down. She was crying. I said, just relax. Calm down.
The washroom up. Yeah.
I said, calm down. It's just poop.
It's not poop overflowing in the toilet. It's poop slung on the door on the floor because of that stupid bag. I had to wear that for about 2 months.
Just calm down.
Oh, I hate wearing that bag.
I think I'm good in emergency situations.
You are. She is.
I said, calm down. That's the first thing to do. You can't do nothing while you're hysterical.
And she cleared the washroom.
I cleared the washroom. Anybody in the washroom, I said, excuse me, we have an emergency here. Mm-hmm. Then I said, okay, what do you mean?
Because I needed to change my clothes.
I said, take your clothes off.
I don't think I had my change of clothes. I had to clean myself.
I said, take your clothes off.
Excuse me.
That you were wet, because I had to rinse them out in the sink. with soap or whatever. Take your clothes off. That's the first thing. The second thing is, what do you need? You need to is that bag closed up? For God's sake.
Well, I need to clean that
Empty
up.
that out, and you need
and
paper
get a fresh
towels.
bag to put on.
Clean that up. Get a new
clean
bag.
the stuff on the floor.
Now, what do you need now? I need paper towels. Okay. I'll hand you some paper towels. Now clean the wall, whatever you need to clean as much as you can.
Yes. I had some wipes too.
Then I told somebody, go get the people who work here. And then, what, Mom? What?
I just told my incident in New York.
I don't know why she thinks she in this show. Anyway.
That's talking too long about poop.
So then I told the person, go get somebody. And that's when the lady came in and put the little yellow thing up for nobody to come in.
From coming in. Yeah. And then did her thing to help clean.
So relax.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody got to relax and everybody calm down. What's number one? Step number one, step number two,
and
step
we
number
spent
three.
the rest of that dang on weekend in New York trying to find me some replacement bags.
Yes.
I hated that.
Catilia says Kim's face is priceless. We shut the whole washroom down. Wendy laugh out loud. Ooh.
We had to.
Catilia says, Kim, it's just poop. Laugh out loud. Because I said it's just poop. Catilia says, I'm in stitches. Laugh out loud. Wendy says, we like it when Mom talks. Let her talk.
Say, y'all talking too long about poop.
We don't need you to talk. Not if she trying to tell somebody. She's trying to produce the show.
I told him also about our grandma when she messed up that washroom at the Shell gas station. Remember? We had to shut that washroom down. I know.
All right. So all of that's the donkey of the day, Mom. It's about poop. So Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day.
It wasn't the owners?
He gave it at first to those ladies.
Oh.
But then Jess Hilarious came in and said, you should give it to that other lady, the supervisor, because why did she even confront them or whatever? And it's how you confront people.
Yeah.
And so he said, I'm thinking about that. I think I'm going to give it to both of them.
Oh.
So he gave it to both of them.
Yeah, definitely the women, the first woman who initiated the whole incident.
Exactly.
But yeah, how they responded was even still crazy.
Catilia says, I love you, Mama.
I love her too.
All right, y'all. That's it.
Okay.
Don't forget to pick up our book, 100 Family Friendly Jokes. The link is in the description, and the book is on Amazon. We're almost done with volume 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Always believe.
I'm cut off. I didn't realize I was cut off.
No, you on here.
No, I was cut off. Because I would be
when you
forward.
lean up?
Yeah, sorry.
And that was
another Woods Report.
Oh, what y'all saying? Another great ladies. God bless and good night. Catilia said. Wendy says, I wouldn't be able to help her. I would go as a door. Go to the door though. Okay.
You wouldn't help me, Wendy?
She probably couldn't take it.
Well, Kim didn't help me clean. She just helped me. She gave me the cleaning stuff. I cleaned myself.
No, I can't do that. I can't.
And she made sure nobody came in.
Yeah, I'll be doing that too, Wendy.
So
I can't stomach stuff like that. So you on your own. What you need me to hand you? I'll give you some paper towels. You on your own for that. But anyway, all right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, y'all. See y'all later. And see you later, TikTok.